You might think your room is in order, but just take a closer look, and you'll notice the opposite. In the drawers, the corners, the shelves, small accumulations of the past hide away, taking up space with no purpose at all. They're forgotten objects, kept out of habit, attachment, or simple laziness to decide their fate. And what's curious is that each of these items carries a small, invisible weight. The more useless stuff you keep, the heavier your mind feels. I'm the facilitator, and today I want to show you 20 useless items that are probably in your room and silently draining your energy. Some of them might surprise you and maybe even annoy you a little. Item number 1, clothes you'll wear when you lose weight. This one hurts, but it's necessary. Keeping those jeans 2 sizes too small isn't motivation, it's torture. It's a daily reminder of something you haven't achieved yet. If it hasn't fit for over a year, it's time to let it go. You deserve clothes that fit your body now, not the body you imagine having someday. Item number 2, expired or forgotten skincare products. Everyone has that dried out moisturizer jar, a face mask that turned into clay, and a sunscreen with a suspicious smell. And we keep them all for someday, but that day never comes. Meanwhile, these products take up space and give you the false sense that you're taking care of yourself. If it's expired or you can't remember when you bought it, you already know where it belongs. Item number 3, mysterious cables and dead electronics. The cable drawer. It's like a time portal. There's a charger for a phone that no longer exists, an adapter that fits nothing, and a remote from a device you can't even remember. The excuse is classic. I might need it. But if 3 years have passed and that day hasn't come, it never will. Item number 4, empty boxes you think you'll reuse. Admit it. You kept your phone box just in case, the fancy perfume packaging because it looked nice, or that designer shopping bag to reuse later. The truth is, you never will. Those packages are just there to remind you how much you spent. And you know what? That's a pretty bad reminder. If you never look at that box again, nothing in your life changes. So why is it still there? Item number 5, old perfumes and scents from the past. Perfume ages, and some scents should age along with certain phases of life. You know that perfume that reminds you of an old relationship or a time you don't want to relive? Throw it away. There's no point in breathing in memories that have already lost their sweetness. Item number 6, books you never read and probably never will. You bought it thinking you'd read it one day, put it on the shelf, and there it stayed. And now it stares back at you, judging. If it's been there for a year and you haven't opened it, the chances of reading it are 0, and that's okay. Books also have cycles. Donate it, pass it on, let it inspire someone else, just don't let it sit there as intellectual decoration. Item number 7, old papers, receipts, and manuals. Why do we keep the microwave manual or the receipt for a t-shirt? That's the kind of thing we hoard to feel organized, but deep down, it's just disguised clutter. Everything's online nowadays. You don't need a drawer full of yellowing paper to prove you're responsible. Item number 8, meaningless souvenirs and gifts. That keychain from someone's trip, the photo frame from a person you don't talk to anymore, the stuffed bear from your teenage years. All of it seems harmless, but carries unnecessary emotional weight. We keep it out of attachment, but honestly, it's just fear of letting go of the past. And the past doesn't belong in your dresser. Item number 9, old, faded, or mismatched bedding, loose sheets, lonely pillowcases, blankets that have seen better days. If it's lost its pair or looks like a cleaning rag, it's done its job. Old bedding gives off tired energy. And your room should be the opposite of that. Item number 10, pens that don't work and half-used notebooks. I'd bet my house you've got a pen without ink somewhere in yours. We keep it thinking it'll write again, but it's dry. The notebook has 3 pages used and the rest is dust. That's not inspiration. It's useless nostalgia. Test all your pens today. If half don't write, you know what to do. By the way, tell me in the comments, when was the last time you tested all your pens? Item number 11. Forgotten jewelry and accessories. Peeling bracelets, tangled necklaces, single earrings. They're all there out of pity. And the excuse is always the same. I might wear it someday. But if it's been over a year, that someday is just a fantasy. Free up space and let what you actually use take the spotlight. Item number 12. Trendy gadgets turned paperweights. The LED water bottle you used for a week, the broken earbuds, the mini tripod that never left the box. We buy these thinking they'll change our lives, but they only pile up guilt, proof that you can't buy motivation. Item number 13. Decorations without personality, that dull lamp, the generic print you bought on impulse, the decorative candle that was never lit. Your room should tell your story, not look like a store catalog. Minimalism isn't about everything being white and empty. It's about having what makes sense. Item number 14. Expired medicine and forgotten cosmetics. This one's serious. They're not just useless, they can be dangerous. Check your drawer. I bet there's something expired in there. I'll admit, I had plenty at home. That's not being prepared. It's surrounding yourself with things that no longer serve you and might even harm you. Item number 15. Lost socks and survivor underwear. Everyone has that drawer that's basically a graveyard of lonely socks and underwear that survived years of battles. It's impressive how attached we get. But let's be real. If you wouldn't wear it to the hospital in an emergency, it shouldn't be there. Item number 16. Old versions of yourself. This one's more symbolic. You know that band poster you don't listen to anymore? The college hat? The trophy from a competition you barely remember? Those are relics of old versions of you. Keeping them is like trying to live in a museum, and that holds you back. Tell me, how many old versions of yourself are still living in your room? Item number 17. Forgotten workout equipment. The dusty dumbbell, the rolled-up yoga mat, the abandoned jump rope. If they've become decoration, they're no longer equipment. They're fitness clutter. Keeping them only reminds you of what you're not doing, and that kills motivation. Item number 18. Extra hangers and home clothes. Some people have more loungewear than going out clothes. And the worst part, most of it never gets worn. And extra hangers? They're an invitation to mess. The more space you think you have, the more you fill it with unnecessary stuff. Fix that. Item number 19. Gifts you don't like but feel guilty throwing away. You keep them because they were expensive or given by someone you care about. But if the gift has no use or doesn't bring joy, it's not a gift. It's a burden, and a gift that weighs you down doesn't deserve space in your room. Item number 20. Material dreams that no longer make sense. The camera you bought thinking you'd become a photographer. The guitar, collecting dust for 5 years. The hobby gear you never used. Each of these objects represents a version of yourself that no longer exists. And that's okay. Keeping them isn't preserving dreams. It's preserving ghosts. Minimalism isn't about throwing everything away. It's about choosing what still makes sense. It's about looking at each thing and asking, does this still represent me? Does this still make me feel good? If the answer is no, it's time to make space. And you know what's interesting? When you start getting rid of the excess, your room changes. But what really changes is your mind. Suddenly, mornings feel lighter, the atmosphere calmer, and silence starts to feel good. Because your room is a reflection of your mind. Now, I want to know from you, which of these 20 items did you relate to the most? And is there one I forgot that you think should be on the list? Tell me in the comments. I want to see who's brave enough to admit how many of these they've got in their room. Because minimalism isn't about living with less. It's about living with what truly matters.